Oh, here we go. Folks, welcome to Everything Pro Wrestling. Everything Pro Wrestling is a show by the fans, for the fans. I am your host, Conrad Cushman, joined tonight by the AEW Dynamite alum, the one, the only, Derek. What's going on, D?
What's up, fellowship?
I like it. We are here to run down everything that just happened on the March 31st, 2021 AEW Dynamite stream. We're going to be talking about Arcade Anarchy, how wild that all was. We're going to be talking about everything that's been happening, all of the inner workings, the inner circles, and everything else that's going on in the world of professional wrestling. And I can't wait to talk to you guys. If you're in the chat, say hello, hit that like button for me, and let's get it going with my boy, Montezi.
Everything pro wrestling can never be you. Listen to the podcast here for the people. The best show that's here, so listen in. Let the knowledge begin. The opinion and the lesson. Yes, everyday pro wrestling, they can never be you.
All right. We're here to talk AEW Dynamite. I'm pretty excited about the show. Derek, how'd you feel about the show tonight overall, looking at it?
This was definitely a better show than last week. I was very impressed with this show.
Right? And if you're in the live chat, let us know if the echo's a little bit better. I got a rug in here, got the chair in here. We're making some moves. It's not completely finished yet. We still got a few other things to do, but let me know if the echo is a little bit better than it was previously when we were in this room, I think 2 weeks ago. Yeah, so let us know how you feel about that. And if this is your first time coming up in here, do me a favor, hit the subscribe button. Subscribers have been going up lately, so do us a favor, click that subscribe button. And if you want to be notified anytime Everything Pro Wrestling goes live, you gotta click the bell. We always do our videos live for the most part, so make sure you guys are checking us out and letting us know what you guys think about everything in the world of pro wrestling. And I'm pretty sure coming up, we've got some WrestleMania stuff to talk about. I know we've only been doing Dynamite in the return, but I think with WrestleMania, we're going to start talking about some other promotions again and get that going. So if that's your thing as well, hit the subscribe button. All right? Let's see. Who do we have in the chat with us? Jocelyn, first one in here. Got to give my girl Jocelyn a shout out. What is going on, Miss Jocelyn?
What's up?
We also have No Holds Barred Network in the house. What's going on? I don't know if that's Tiff or Kyle, but big shout outs to them. If you guys want, check out the All Elite podcast, giving you guys some free love for tomorrow. They got a big sponsorship announcement. Looking forward to hearing what that is. We've got Ace World in the house. He said, yeah. What's going on? What's going on, Ace? Aunt Peggy McDonald from New York. We're from New York too. Buffalo. What's going on, Aunt Peggy? I appreciate you joining us. Queen of the Indies, there's Tiff, so that must be Tiff. Maybe that's Kyle then. What's going on, Tiff? Thank you so much for joining us. Your boy Jesus is in the house. Jesus De Leon. What's happening, Jesus? One of the mods in the chat, show him some love. BJ's also in the house saying whoop whoop. What's going on? John L. Jackson's here as well. Chris DeZuba is in the house throwing the hand up. What's going on, Chris? Thank you for joining us tonight. Did you know the intro plays twice on the podcast? Yes, I did know that. Sometimes I have it to where there's like a little clip and then I play it on the YouTube video. So sometimes you get it twice. I'll try to work that out. I've been trying to take it out if it does do that. And then sometimes I'm like, I'll leave it and just see if people like it with more clarity and stuff. Up to you guys. Connor is in the house as well. Shabazz in the house. What is going on? Whoa, Shabazz said the most complete Dynamite this year.
Okay.
All right, Shabazz. I can respect that. Respect that. Let me see here. Aunt Peggy said I gave a thumbs up. We give you a thumbs up. The Orange Cassidy thumbs up. Derek is on the keyboard as well. If you guys are wondering who could be in the chat talking with you. Queen of the Indie said you are the best. You're the best, Tiff. You're the best. Love it. This is my first time here. And Peggy, I swear I've seen you in the chat before, but I appreciate you coming in. 6 said PS5 secured. No, good sir. Not yet. I wish. If somebody can find out a way for me to get a PS5, I would love it. We got a lot of wrestling video game news and stuff coming up. I need it. I need it.
I got you, bro.
No, yo, luckiest man ever to get a PS5. Let me tell you that.
PlayStation Direct. I got you, bro. I'm on the lookout.
All right. Yeah.
Got
you buying it too?
What?
See how quick? What? Yeah. You kind of left it up to me to speculate. My bad, Sick. I shouldn't do that. I need some games to come out for it though. There's a lot that I'm looking forward to. But that's a chat for another time. We're here to talk AEW Dynamite. We've wasted enough time, brother. Enough of that Hogan chatter too.
Yeah.
Let's Yo, this man's not missing a beat tonight. Let's start off with the opening contest for tonight's Dynamite. We had Christian Cage making his return to the ring after, it's been like 7 years, bro. I think 2014 was the last match.
Yeah, that's a good stretch.
Yeah, dude. Christian Cage makes his return, and I thought there was no better first opponent than Frankie Kazarian. Here's why. Derek, I know Derek is a TNA Impact Wrestling hater. I don't care about Derek and his thoughts about that. I will call Derek a hater all day on this podcast. And anybody who wants to be a guest on this show, we don't worry about him. Derek is the casual and gives his opinion. All right? But with this match reminded me of something very beautiful, Derek. You have never seen Christian Cage versus Frankie Kazarian in a ladder match, have you?
No.
It's a great match I think you should go back and look at. And think of it as Kazarian wasn't really known, and Christian kind of put him on the map. Like, yo, this dude's really, really good. You need to check him out. They had 2 great matches in Impact Wrestling, and I noticed TNA put the matches up when this was announced. Great matches, and to me, these matches, when they happen in TNA, Impact Wrestling, whatever you want to call it, they have an identity crisis, right? When you talk about this is what made Kazarian legit to me. And I absolutely have loved him ever since then. That ladder match was great. And even the singles match with Christian, when he had the coalition and everything, was great as well. Really good, man. That's that classic, huh? You heard him. I'm telling you. It looks like we got people asking about PS5s now in the chat, trying to get hooked up. If we get all this, we know Drunk Derek's in the chat. Oh my goodness. Yes, another classic. This was a different type of AEW match we got, and I liked. A lot of people have been saying that. Tonight was a different feel to this matchup even.
It was.
I thought it was good. Malik Murray in the house was good. Malik, I saw you just joined us as well. Thank you. Aunt Peggy comes in and says, since I have no TV, this is the best way to find out what happens on AEW Dynamite as well as YouTube. Well, I thank you for making us the source that you listen to. So, Aunt Peggy, we appreciate you. Rob's in the house as well. What's going on?
That boy Rob!
Are we not counting his fight with Orton last year? Hell no, we're not counting that as a match. That was trash. No way. With the night vision goggles or no?
Oh, God, no.
Remember that?
That was horrible.
I should really record Derek watching Raw. It's the funniest thing you will ever see. This past year have been the funniest reactions. But enough about that. Christian and Kazarian, just like my man Jesus had brought up earlier, this was a really good match. Something different. A slow-paced match. I thought that they did really good with this. And Derek is a big Edge fan, if most of you guys don't know, but he's also a big Christian fan as well. And the match moved slow, but Christian took a lot of punishment early on in this.
He did. But you know what? I took that, to me, I took that as, I'm a little bit rusty, but I can still go. Don't sleep on me. I'm good.
By the way, Chris DeZuba, Derek definitely almost just did what you just said he was going to do. I just caught it. Yes. BJ says it was intense without the rush feeling of a lot of AEW action. I'm so used to the AEW matches, just boom, 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 like the cruiserweight matches from Nitro. Like everything's just, it's happening to the next thing. It's happening. This was like, slow down. It's time to digest what we're doing and the work we're putting into the ring on this one. I like it.
That's the kind of wrestling that I like. Don't get me wrong, I do like the high flying type wrestling, and also like the gorilla pound kind of wrestling. But I do appreciate when I think of wrestling, I think of technicality. That's what I want.
Okay. I can get down with that. And I thought this was really good. And the story they told in this matchup was really a lot about the 20-minute time limit, and the time was running out in the match. And that's unique because we've only seen this used with the TNT Championship, which usually has, is it 10 minutes?
I think it's 10 minutes.
10-minute time limits usually.
Like 10, 15.
10, 15.
Yeah.
And the time limits have only been exposed with that. Tonight, they used the time limit here, and I loved it. They got to make use of this when it's time to, and I thought this was perfect use of it. Kaz put in the work in this matchup. He blocked in the crossface chicken wing. That was the hold that he thought he was going to put Christian away with. And I even like at one point when Christian was down, he was kicking him in his stomach and then locked his legs around him. Great work for the submission move here. Kaz played his role. And then eventually the time is running out. There's about 2 minutes, I would say, left in this. And it's about at the 8:20 mark. Christian eventually moves out of the way. Kazarian goes into the ring post. As he's walking out, Christian grabs him, hits the kill switch or the unpretty or whatever you want to call it. 1, 2, 3. Christian Cage gets the victory here. I knew this was a good match because the intern was watching the match with us, and when Christian hit his frog splash, he said, "Wow!" And I never saw. I was like, "Oh, he's watching." He was like, "Cool," and I was like, "Okay, that was weird. Hopefully, he's not doing frog splashes off the couch anytime soon." But I thought that was pretty cool, man. I thought this was a solid match here. This was fun to watch.
Yeah, this was a great match for me. Like I said, I'm here for the technicality when I think of wrestling. And this is what I got out of it, so I'm more than pleased with it. So
right, I'm just asking Malik Murray. That question is to you, man. Queen of the Indies said Christian Cage looked good in this match. She thought. I think here's the only thing that worried me when Christian did that dive to the outside. Your knees, bro. Your knees.
Yeah, oh, God.
Like you can't keep doing that stuff. He hit a perfect the slap. I call it the big boss man spot where he slides out of the ring to give somebody and he smacks him. Dude, Christian's got to just worry about his knees, but it's his body. He can do what he wants with it. Just preserve your body, bro. You don't need it.
As long as you can.
Christian was working in that ring. That outwork, everybody, he proved it. It's not a gimmick. This man is really doing it out here.
Oh,
so.
yeah. God, yes.
I can respect it.
I'm happy that he came back to wrestle. I don't at this point in time I don't really care where he would wrestle as long as he came back and retired on his own terms.
Right? So let's move into the next segment here. We get a segment with Darby Allin and Sting, and they kind of do a video on Matt Hardy. So it looks like that's where Darby's next
Love it.
frustration is going to be going towards. I love the fact that Darby can do a lot of stuff with the greed of money and what Matt's doing because Darby's the punk rock dude. They don't care about money. They're about principle and what this stands for. And Sting, the vigilante, he's in the background. I like it. I think it works here.
Dad approves.
This will be fun, and I think Sting can also go up against the rest of the guys from HFO, and everybody's getting a chance to work with Sting. It works, in my opinion.
Oh, yeah. Yet again, Darby Allin cuts another perfect promo. I don't remember one that hasn't been good.
Right? Malik Murray gave us a response to saying, he said this was my final time watching AEW until Double or Nothing this year, and I asked why. He said, I got boxing training this April.
Oh, okay,
I am coming back at Double or Nothing this year. I still love AEW. Okay. All right. I see you out here, man. Check out that new ESBC boxing video game, bro. I'm telling you. I'm hyped for that, by the way.
Oh, yeah. Can't wait. Can't wait, bro.
It's looking good. Sorry for the boxing noises. So we get a Jade Cargill promo here, and I immediately noticed something with this. I think her promo skills are getting better because at first I felt like she was giving a script to read because she didn't really know what to say, what to do, and now I think she's getting comfortable in that role. She looked at the camera like, yeah, I'm feeling this. I can do this. Everyone said I had a good first match. She's getting that confidence that she needs in her brain, and I like it. And I think sometimes you just have to give the person the chance to let them run with it. Like, here's the ball. Do what you're going to do.
Right. I got to agree with you on that. She definitely impressed me with this promo. I'm willing to sit back and watch more of her. And hopefully they polish her out a little bit more. And because she seems to be that type of wrestler who can be a threat. And obviously she looks like it, but we still want her to be top notch, and I think she can do it, and I'm impressed. I can't wait to see more.
Yeah, I think that Jade Cargill has a lot more that she can still do, and like I said, I'm gonna be very, very interested in what we're gonna have to work with her. So, like I said, we'll give it some time, and we're gonna see what happens. Let's see here. Her versus Red Velvet needs to happen soon. Jesus said. More on that in a moment. Malik Murray says he's got a question. Do you think she needs a manager like someone? Could be Mark Henry in her corner, he's asking. Could Mark Henry manage Jade Cargill? I think that would work if Mark Henry didn't have such close ties to WWE.
Yeah. At this point in time, I think just let her rock.
Yeah, I think we got enough managers right now. Maybe you put her with Vicky Guerrero. I think Vicky would make more sense with her than with Nyla right now. That's just me.
No, I can see that.
That makes more sense. But she doesn't need someone to talk for. We just talked about how good. I don't know. You would have to convince me. We'd have to be in like the creative room, Malik, and we could talk about that. Would like to see Mark Henry in AEW, Jesus said, but behind the scenes. Perhaps. Mark Henry's got a lot to offer. He's went through all the ups and downs of being a pro wrestler, man. And yeah, he's great. He's great. Next matchup, we have an exhibition match between the Nightmare Family. Cody Rhodes versus QT Marshall. Special guest referee, Double A on Anderson. So in this match, Cody gets his elaborate entrance. I love it personally. I know some people are like, what the hell? Cody gets more pyro than the AEW Revolution pay-per-view finish, but I don't give a damn. I love Cody. Cody comes out, gets his entrance. He came out early, which was weird. So it seems like, I don't know. I felt like they did a lot of things to let you know he was sleeping on QT. QT didn't get his entrance on television. He got the jobber entrance, basically.
That's what I was thinking. I'm like, how you gonna do my boy QT like that?
Nah, they did him dirty, bro. You know how it goes. QT's been acting funky, too.
That's true.
So Cody is basically outclassing QT throughout all of this. Not much to say here. They have a dive spot outside onto the floor. Cody gets back in. He's trying not to punch QT, stomp him, or anything that's like too vicious. And he holds the rope open for him. QT gets in the ring. We've seen this spot 1,000 times. And I thought they were getting ready to fight. And QT just decks Double A. Yo, why does Arn Anderson get beat up the most out of the Nightmare Family like this? This is dirty. He just jawed him like, yeah, sit down.
Well, I mean, everybody's got their own thing. You know, Arn gets beat up.
That's not a thing, bro.
That's his thing. He gets beat up every single time.
Sick just wrote spine on the pine.
Exactly.
I need to see it now to QT.
Dustin bleeds all the time.
Yo, chill.
Just saying.
That's that baby aspirin. Yes, so this gets absolutely crazy. So QT turns and he's sitting on the ramp and everybody's in and they're like, yeah, let's check on Arn Anderson here. And they go into the ring and they're like, yeah, are you okay, Arn? And then all of a sudden, I have to look at whose names it was. Anthony Ogogo, Aaron Salo, and Nick, is it Camarada? I think that's how you say his last name. They beat the shit out of the Nightmare Family. Like, they don't give a shit. And no offense, I only know the Gun Club. I don't even know who's the dude that looked like Nico Bellic in the background. And I took that from Rob, but who was that?
Nico Bellic.
Derek definitely wrote that last comment in the chat as well. Dude, people just started getting the hands, dude. We all know Anthony Ogogo was a boxer. Aaron Salo, he is Bailey's former fiance. And Nick Camarada looks like just a crazy man. Yeah. So, but he looks like a pro wrestler, which I love.
He does.
And they basically help QT. They beat the shit out of the Nightmare Family. What happens to this is Dustin Rhodes eventually gets taken to he's bleeding, as you wrote. Blood. Rob says sleeper agents. They basically help him and a pile driver onto the steel steps while Dustin's bleeding. It's crazy. Everything's happening. They hold Cody up. Cody's getting the hands, Malik Murray style. He's just throwing the hands right against the ribs, and he drops Cody's ass. And then QT says, bring him out here. And it looks like QT is going to smash Cody's arm on the steps, take him out. And here comes Red Velvet. Red Velvet kind of playing the role of Brandy here. Just saying like, hey, that's your friend. What are you doing? Kind of goes to cover Cody. Like, you know, Cody gave her a shot. And she's still believing in Cody, and QT's kind of done with him.
The only thing that bothers me is how did he coerce the others to turn on them?
That we're going to have to wait to hear. I wonder. But he's been booking these guys on Dark, so maybe he's been in their ear like, listen, Cody don't care about you. I'm the one training you. I'm the one that's here right now. I think we're going to see some stuff like that with the Nightmare Factory.
All right.
Let's see here. Jesus said Lee Johnson always getting his ass beat. You leave my man Lee Johnson out of this. Malik Murray said, bro, I'm telling everything pro wrestling. Cody Rhodes turns heel when he comes back from Brandy having the baby. We've been saying heel turn for Cody for a long time. I don't know. QT Marshall group reminds me of the Radicals in the Attitude Era. Ooh, that's going a little far. Derek's favorite, like, all-time beatdown, Eddie Guerrero frog splashes from that one.
What was it? On Billy Gunn and Road Dogg.
Yes.
Eddie Guerrero on top. My God, what a frog splash.
And then the next time he does it, pops that elbow out.
Oh, my God. Ooh, that was horrible.
Done. But great beatdown. I'm interested to see what happens with QT Marshall. I know a lot of people are like, oh, it's QT. I don't care. Let's see what happens. I'm willing to give this a chance.
Sure.
I'm not mad at it. Let's see what he can do. I think QT was a great heel, like I said on Sammy's vlogs. I'm willing to see what happens here. Shabazz said, great angle. Now we care about 3 dudes who we didn't give to. He says foxes, but I think that's supposed to be a different word about before. But I'm with you, Shabazz. And I'm grateful that you wrote foxes if you did that on purpose. Thank you. But stop, Derek. Stop. Derek's going to be banned from the keyboard going forward. We get eventually a promo backstage. We get a promo from, it looks like a new tag team. Chat, tell me what you guys thought of this. Is this a new tag team? We get a promo from Scorpio Sky and Ethan Page. Ooh. So Scorpio Sky and Ethan Page are kind of cutting promos like, I am the face of the revolution. And Ethan Page is kind of just going at it too. And we find out that they're going to be teaming up on Dark Elevation to take on the team of Matt and Mike Seidel. Okay. I don't know. What do you feel about this?
It's very impromptu, but I'm willing to take a seat and see what we got.
Yeah, it's got promise. I just don't know.
What's the meaning behind it with them tagging up like that? Because Scorpio Sky was definitely on a tangent of being on his own.
Right, and BJ says that I don't want them to only be a team. I want them as singles guys, but friends. How do you feel about that?
I could agree with that. Like I wouldn't say so much as friends, but more of like acquaintances. Like, hey, you scratch my back, I'll scratch yours. We're still gonna go our separate ways, but if I need you, come help me, and I'll do the same for you. So I could see that.
Shabazz says we don't need another tag team. Sick said I thought Scorpio Sky wanted a solo run. It's weird, Sick, because I thought they were both getting singles runs, but then it seems like they're like, let's put them together. I don't know. The promo didn't really elaborate. Is this a one-time teaming just for Dark Elevation? Maybe it was a promo for Dark Elevation?
Maybe.
I didn't know how to take this. I felt very weird about this one. Let's see here. Shabazz said the division's overloaded with tag teams right now. Yeah, I kind of agree.
Let's tone it down a little bit.
I agree. Let's see here. Jesus said need Sky and Page to be by themselves. This could be a one-time thing too. We don't know. I don't want to assume anything. Malik Murray said I think that Scorpio Sky needs a mouthpiece. I would love him with Teddy Long. Holla holla, playa. Maybe if Teddy wants to get back into managing. Didn't dude do I Walk Alone promo a few weeks ago? Yeah, I think he did.
Yeah, but he definitely did do I'm on my own path here.
Dude, I think they don't have a solid plan with this yet. We'll see. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe this was just a promo for Dark Elevation. We'll wait and see. After Monday, I think we'll know going further if this is a permanent team or not. Next, we get Red Velvet. She's getting interviewed, and we all know how AEW interviews like to end. An attack. We get Jade Cargill comes out, and she just basically beats her ass. And, you know, Jade Cargill's kind of playing the role of Jazz back in the day. And she was just like, I'm the baddest bitch, blah, blah, blah. So, and I'm not saying that to be mean. It's just, it reminded me of Jazz a lot. And I don't know. I'm cool with this. we want the match. I'm with Jesus on that. We just need to get this match. I'm ready to see it. I don't know if this is going to be pay-per-view. This might be like a buy-in type match, but I'll take it if they're going to hold off till the pay-per-view. Cool. I think this could be a big Dynamite match too, like an opener.
I want to see it. I just don't know if it's pay-per-view worthy yet because they kind of just started this.
Get Derek off the keyboard. Why are you writing this in the chat? Yeah.
She's muscling.
We'll see what happens. Jon Moxley cuts a promo. He is pissed off. He's talking about his friend. Legs popping. He owes the Young Bucks another one. More on that to come in the future, but Moxley cuts another great promo. I don't have to even elaborate on this. It was good. We get Jon Moxley versus Cesar Bononi coming up here. This was a glorified squash match, but I thought it was very well done. And I'm starting to like the partnership that's going on with Cesar Bononi, Dolph Ziggler Jr., his brother, the Hollywood Hunk, and what's his name, J.D. Drake and Peter Avalon. I like that group. I know that they're not going to win anything really, but I kind of like the grouping of them all put together right now.
Gives them something better to do.
Right? Let's see here. Flippy Floppy with the storyline. I don't like tisk tisk tisk. Sick. I might be reading into this the wrong way though. I took it as they were a tag team. They really didn't say anything more except for we're teaming up on Dark Elevation against Matt Sydal and his brother. That's it. But why would you team them if they're not a tag team?
Right.
It's weird. We'll see. Maybe it's just a match that they're doing. Jada dominated in the ring, Ace World said. I think you're talking about Jade Cargill. Yes. She's definitely been dominant so far.
Oh, yeah.
BJ said, is it just me or have the women been getting a bigger spotlight after the Lights Out match? Absolutely.
Yeah.
I think that they're getting more spotlight because when you come up and you stand up to the plate and you hit a home run when it's time to, you're going to get your division more opportunities.
Right, exactly. And that's all you really needed. Like it was time for someone else to do it because I felt like Sheeta has been carrying that role for a long time. And she can't do it by herself. So everybody needs to step up, which everybody is doing right now.
Because people are really quick to kind of crap on Sheeta, I feel like now. But it's not Sheeta's fault why she's in the position she's in and why the division's been the way it has been. But I thought Thunder Rosa Britt Baker brought it. I'm happy for it, and I'm glad to see it.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
So Moxley wins with the paradigm shift. Hollywood Hunk, Dolph Ziggler from Wish got hit with the exact same thing. He was done. And afterwards, we get a promo from Team Taz. Ricky Starks is backstage, and, they're talking about their match from, I believe, Dark. And Cage, basically the match was Cage wasn't getting tagged in, and once Cage got tagged in, business was taken care of, and it was over. And they kind of get into it about that. And Taz is like, hey, boys, we're all good. Things are all good. Relax. Hold your horses. Chill out on this. We can make this work. It's the beginning of the end, possibly. Derek, what did you think of Ricky Starks and Cage getting into this? What do you think for Team Taz?
I think they're on the rocks right now. It is the beginning of the end, but I think they're just trying to.
I think it's just the beginning of the end for Cage. I think Cage is going to get booted out.
Yeah, I think Cage will get booted out. He'll get jumped out. Let's just say that he'll get jumped out.
Yeah.
Ricky. Oh wait, I think I put it in there already. Spanish.
You did, but you wrote Ricey.
That's right.
You missed that K.
Hey.
Yeah, but you probably can't see it because I got the mic blocking it.
That's all good.
But yes, I knew the Ricky Spanish was going to get worked into here somehow. So we're going to move to the next segment, which I thought was kind of the best moment of the night. MJF is backstage with the Pinnacle, and he's got a gift for them. And I'm like, oh, this is going to be pretty cool. I thought they were going to go to the ring, but no, they're going to do it backstage. MJF says that he has hired a stylist. They're going to fix up this locker room, talking about custom suits and everything else. Guy sitting back there. And MJF said that the first thing they're going to get rid of is this sign off the bathroom door. He goes to open the bathroom door, and when he opens it, the inner circle are in there. Jericho, Santana and Ortiz, and Sammy are all standing in the bathroom. He goes, no, I'm just seeing things. Shuts the door, and he's like, guys, let's get out of here. and they're all getting ready to get out. And when he goes to open the door to leave, Jake Hager is standing in the doorway, and boom, it's on, bro. I love this, dude. This reminded me of the fight, the Dippin' Dots, not the damn Dippin' Dots.
Yo, I remember that was great.
It was good, dude. So good. Great. This is what you want when you want to see like people fighting, going at it. I thought this was really good, dude.
Yeah, no. I love this feud right now. Like at first, when it first happened, I'm like, I need a little bit more time to, embellish on this. But this one tonight, this one hit me pretty good. This one was really good.
I agree, bro. This was really well done. I wrote down some notes for parts of this. So Hager was standing in the doorway. The beatdown begins. We see a brawl between all of them. People are getting slammed into doors. So the first person who gets his ass whooped is Shawn Spears. Surprise, surprise. He gets Sammy Guevara hits like his wrestling move on him in the middle of the hallway. And when he's laid out, he is stuck between the door. And I know Kyle Masters is going to be hurt by this. After he lays him out and he's laid out in between the door, Sammy slams the door on his face because he had to get his teeth repaired at the dentist for what happened with him when he ate that steel chair when he went through it. That shit looked bad, bro. Yeah. His teeth were fucked up. I'm sorry to say it, but just crazy, dude. Yo, you writing it in the chat right now. Yo, what are you writing? I definitely deleted that. That'll definitely, you can ask me privately what he was about to write. That was not looking good. Dude, they're fighting with each other and it's crazy. Tully Blanchard's getting his ass whooped just like everybody else in this. He was on the couch. I'm like, damn, bro, you beat up somebody's granddad. Like, what are you doing?
He was sitting there looking all scared, like, I don't know what to do.
He was like, sit your ass down right now, Tully. And Tully's getting beat down. Everybody's fighting. Fights are breaking out everywhere. Spears is getting doors slammed on his face. Then we have people going through. I think Hager slammed Wardlow through the chiropractic table. Derek came in and was like, damn, we slamming people to chiropractic tables now?
I felt offended because what was it, 2 weeks now? I think 2 weeks ago? I think it was 2 weeks ago I got my first adjustment and I felt good. And then to see someone get slammed through the chiropractor, I felt a certain kind of way about that.
Dude, he went down like a ton of bricks. And you know what's crazy? I like seeing it because you don't see chiropractic tables get broken.
No.
But if you've ever been to the chiropractor, you know that table's hard as hell to break.
Oh my God.
So that was a good visual. Slam through the table here. This is nuts. We go to, I think they're out by like this jacuzzi area where they have the ice baths. Hardwood and Cash are like bleeding, and Santana and Ortiz have the blood all on their shirts. Man. And I don't know where Tully's like sitting there getting rocked. Like, sit down. Just people getting their asses beat. And then Chris Jericho and MJF, my favorite part in all of this. I hope Rob's listening because seek and you shall find. Find and you shall seek. And he gets a swirly. That's from when Brian Pillman and Steve Austin gave him the swirly. Bro, he stuffed MJF's head in the toilet. He was like, no, please. MJF's head goes in the toilet. He comes out spitting up the water. That is fucking disgusting. That's a big no-no in my book.
Oh, my God.
Yo, absolutely crazy. So they're fighting with each other, and he was like, yeah, you piece of crap. And he picks him up. And I don't know what he said to him right before he threw him through this Pepsi cooler, like the big glass ones. Bro, everybody's been to a corner store or a supermarket and gotten something out of one of those heavy-ass glass coolers.
So there was some heavy doors.
Bro, he slammed MJF's head through this, and he was just like, this is my locker room, bitch. And... Really, Derek? On cue, you had that ready to copy and paste?
Yep.
He slams his head right through it, bro, and kicks them out, and he slaps the Inner Circle's logo back on the door. That was a great segment, in my opinion.
Yeah, this was very well done. I don't remember anything that's been this well done between two factions in like a very long time.
Dude, well done. I know some people jump back up to different things here. If it comes back up, guys, bring it back up. I saw Sick ask a question about Britt Baker, and I saw Shabazz bring up some stuff about Team Taz. We'll try to circle back to that hopefully at the end. If we don't have time, bring it up next week and I'll definitely address it. Where were we here? So I think that Chris Jericho's group versus MJF's group is going to be blood and guts. Could they get that blood and guts match? I think you need a big crowd for that though. Like you need to be back to normal.
You do, because blood and guts was super hyped, and to have nobody there, I think that's going to miss the cue.
Yeah, you gotta bring it if you're gonna do something like that. Gamer guy, what's going on? Thank you for joining us in the chat, my guy. Thank you very much. I appreciate you. We're talking some AEW Dynamite. Feel free to join in if you watch the show. So definitely great. Jesus said segment of the night. Ace World said Inner Circle is back. I don't know, man. Y'all think she's built for that when you talk hardcore? Oh, okay. He's talking about Britt Baker. Britt can talk that talk for right now. I'm cool with it. We'll see what she does. She's a heel. I'm okay with it for now.
I like it.
Shabazz says the Pinnacle need to strike back next week, and they need to strike back hard. Otherwise, they become another AEW faction, basically. I can agree with that.
Yeah.
I think they're going to get them back. I don't know if it's going to be next week. I would give this at least 2 weeks, Shabazz. We'll see if they're going to sell the beating or if they're going to... I think this is going to be like one of those mind games. Like, okay, we're going to wait and strike when nobody thinks we are.
Yeah, because the inner circle has to gloat about it first.
Because Rob was saying, like, he thought that the gift was going to be Hager jumps out of box. I'm like, nah, they're not going to do something like that. That's so obvious. Right. And then when they did it this way, I was like, this was way better than what we were talking about.
Right, definitely.
Six said them freezers, man, remind me of the Flintstone push-up pops.
Oh.
Pudding props.
Pudding props.
Stadium Stampede 2, Inner Circle Bugaloo. You never know. Let me see here. I think that's it. I think we addressed everything in the chat so far. I enjoy it. Oh, Malik Murray said, what was better, the lights out match or the dog collar match? I'm going to say the lights out match, in my opinion. I think it stood for more. I know that the dog collar match was Brody's last match with Cody Rhodes, but I'm going to give it to that lights out match because it meant more for the division. And that's no disrespect to what Cody and Brody Lee did. They're basically on the same level. Yeah. Almost, in my opinion. Very close. Let's see here. He gets a swirly. The Young Bucks are getting an interview, and then who interrupts again? Don Callis. My man Don Callis was in the house. Sorry, there you go. You can type now. Don Callis is in the house, and he ends up showing up, and the invisible hand is there in front of the Young Bucks, trying to convince them, like, you guys are doing this all wrong and everything else. And if you guys watch Impact, I said Don Callis was about to give the invisible hand to Rich Swann, but instead, Matt Jackson catches it here as he takes a slap across the face from Don Callis, and he doesn't do anything. What is this, bro? Whoop that ass. I don't know. I don't know what happened here, but Don Callis slaps him. This is building to something. I don't know what. I don't know if the Young Bucks are...
It's almost reminiscent of... It gave me... Well, not reminiscent. I'll say it gave me, in my own opinion, it gave me... what's that movie? The Godfather vibes, where, Al Pacino kicked out his brother. Mm-hmm. That's kind of what it gave me. It was like more like Don Callis kicking out his brother. Like, we were here, and now we're here.
Yeah, because you've messed things up for this.
Right.
I don't know. We're gonna see what happens with this because I've never seen the Bucks really without Kenny in a long-term way. So this will be interesting.
I don't think it'll be long-term.
No. I'm just saying we've never seen it.
No. I'm saying, like, I don't think this will go long-term. I feel like this will happen for a good amount of time, but it's going to be heart-wrenching because something's going to happen to Kenny where they're like, all right, we got to help him.
Right. Jesus said that Don Callis over Paul Heyman this year for the best manager. No. You don't think so? No. I think Don Callis is great for Kenny Omega.
I don't like Don.
That's why he's good. You're supposed to hate him. Bro, when he did the little run with the titles, I was so pissed. I'm like, why doesn't Kenny have the titles on it? Don Callis just walking around holding them both up like, yeah.
Listen, I'm going to keep that PG-13 kind of.
Jesus also said he thinks it's going to be Good Brothers versus Young Bucks at Double or Nothing for the titles and bring Adam Page back with the Young Bucks.
Okay.
We'll see. Maybe we'll get it. I know that everyone will be happy for it. Gamer Guy says, who do you think is the next AEW signing? I think AEW needs to pump the brakes on signing people.
Yeah, they signed way too many people in a short amount of time.
Yeah, I think they gotta chill out or bring some people back, like wean off of some of them.
Yeah.
I don't know. If I had to guess, I'm gonna just say Andrade for right now, or Thea
nice.
Trinidad.
That would be nice.
I think them as a couple would work, but like I said, you can only take but so many people before you're like, okay, we have a full roster. We can't do this anymore.
Yeah. Think about it when the game comes out. Like, how you gonna fit all these people in here?
Good question though, Gamer Guy. I thought that was good. Malik says, bro, I'm telling you, Young Bucks versus the Good Brothers at Double or Nothing for the titles. Kenny Omega is going to cost the Bucks the tag team titles. Perhaps. Let's get into this matchup. We got the Lucha Bros and Laredo Kid, who are coming off a big win last week versus Kenny Omega and the Good Brothers. We start off the match as we ended last week. Super kicks all around for Kenny Omega. And in this, we're not even going to try to like cover all the great moves in this because Phoenix was a fucking bump machine in this.
Listen, I think the best one is where he ran, does move right across the rope. That was like,
bro, he spiked himself twice in this. I think I wrote it down where it happens in here, dude. Great. Actually, it's the next thing I wrote. Phoenix spikes himself. Anderson hits the I don't want to call it the Claymore kick because I think he's been doing it a little bit longer than Drew, if I'm not mistaken, from New Japan days. But he hits the Claymore kick, basically, and Phoenix lands on top of his head, and it looks brutal. But a save is made by Laredo Kid, and eventually we get back and forth in this. There's a spine buster hit on Phoenix. Carl Anderson held it up for a long time, and spine on the pine. He eventually gets the pinfall there, but it's broken up once again. And then Laredo Kid and Kenny Omega become the legal guys in this one. Laredo Kid and Kenny Omega are legal. Tope Suicida through the ropes, and he almost falls out too, but it was a great Tope Suicida. If you're going to dive through the ropes, these are the way you do it. Like, I want to see how, like, Darby Allin, Phoenix, those are the guys who should be doing this. I don't want to see the Moxley. Those guys don't need to do that. They're cooler for other shit,
Listen, any big man or middle-sized, leave it alone. It's not for you.
Brandon Cutler. Don't know here. Let me see. No Andrade Cien Almas is going to Ring of Honor to join Rush's group. That would be dope too. I'm not mad at that either. Shabazz says they have more than enough to work with for now. I'm with Shabazz, 100%.
Yeah.
Back to the Tope Suicida at hand. Good Brothers and Lucha Bros take each other out in the fight here. Everybody diving out to the floor. Dive, because, it's probably driving Jim Ross nuts. Kenny Omega hits a V-trigger and the... I put the Omega driver. I don't know why I wrote that. The One Wing Angel for the 1-2-3 here. They get the victory. Laredo Kid eats the pen again, but they have tremendous chemistry between them, so I like it. After the match, though, here comes Jon Moxley as they're celebrating. He comes out. He's kind of doing the whole walk-around thing, and he was complaining before about the aches and pains still from the Revolution match. And then he looks outnumbered 3-1. What are you doing, Moxley? But here come the Young Bucks, and they run into the ring, and they chase off everybody. Looks like we're going to get ourselves a good match, D. I'm telling you. More on that in a moment. Next.
Not down with the 6-man tags.
Well, listen, Derek. You got to be down with the 6-man tags, all right?
I can't.
Listen.
It's hard, bro. It's hard.
Well, you know what to do when it's hard? You go on to manscaped.com and you order yourself this wonderful, wonderful Lawnmower 3.0, and you guys can save yourselves from having any embarrassment when you're hard. It's going to be right on there. You guys can get it. The Lawnmower 3.0 takes care of all your shaving needs for grooming yourself. It makes everybody happy when you use it. Fellas, ladies, anybody can use this thing. We have the crop preserver. We have many things, but the one thing you do need to use is our promo code to save yourself some money. This is great for gifts, birthdays, anything. If you're looking for a gift for somebody or you want to treat yourself, put in the promo code EPWShow at manscaped.com. Save yourself 20% and get yourself some nice delivery of Manscaped. And if you like pro wrestling, you guys can use our promo code EPWShow once again at powerslam.tv. Check out all the latest and greatest in independent wrestling, and you guys will be able to check it out, join us, and like I said, have some fun. Watch some independent wrestling and probably discover some new talent you haven't seen yet. So take your time, enjoy it, and use our promo code EPWShow, manscaped.com, powerslam.tv, and big shout out to our good friends at Everything College Basketball while we're talking about balls. March Madness is going on. Last day of March, obviously, but we got the NCAA finals coming up, so check them out if you like talking basketball.
Definitely.
Also, big shout out to Jesse. Got to show him some love as well. Can't wait for him to get back into the podcast game. Just wanted to show him some love. Let's get to this Rebel interviews Dr. Britt Baker because she recommends Manscaped. Britt Baker comes out and she's talking all this shit like Sick was bringing up in the chat before about being the queen of hardcore. It was the weirdest segue ever. Listen, Derek brought it up. It worked. I had to take the opportunity. He said hard, and I'm like, yeah, you know what? This works. Get me Blue Chew sponsor, Sick. Tell Blue Chew to come sponsor. It'll get way worse. Trust me.
Oh, yes. It will.
It's so hard. We get into Britt Baker here. Britt Baker is really feeling herself. Derek, are you surprised we haven't heard from Thunder Rosa yet in all of this? Like, she won the match.
Actually, no. I'm not surprised because I think Thunder Rosa is that type of wrestler who will come out and say something after Britt says something, but it's more of like, I already proved my point. We saw what happened in the unsanctioned match, so what more do I need to say?
She did get the victory, and she's been on NWA TV too lately.
Right.
Yeah, this is definitely something very different here. I don't know here. Rebel gets interviewed by Britt Baker. It was fine for what it was. Britt Baker is a star in the making. I feel like she could have been the next women's champion, but maybe they're going to her. I don't know. I can't tell who they're trying to go with at this point.
Yeah, because it was confusing because it was supposed to be.
Well, usually you can tell which direction they're going in, but now you really can't tell. You're like, well, who do you want to put the belt on? And then they kind of tease other people, and you're like, no. Is it you? No. So
Right, because you had way too many people in the beginning.
Chat, who do you think would be the next person you would put the AEW women's title on if you could? We'll look at that after we talk about this tag team match with Nyla Rose, Allie the Bunny, with HFO in their corner versus Hikaru Shida, the AEW women's champ, and Ty Conti with the Dark Order in her corner. This has been pretty interesting. I thought last week they were pushing very hard for Ty Conti to be the number one contender.
Yes.
But this match made me start to think differently. HFO, which is the Butcher, the Blade, Private Party, and all of them are out there. And they're fighting the rest of the members of the Dark Order, Colt Cabana, Five. Everybody's out there. And they're brawling with Matt Hardy and them. And I'm just like, dude, what are we going to do here with everything going on in the match? The Bunny eventually gets to use the kendo stick on Ty Conti, and she uses it and hits the final cut for the victory. And I'm just calling it the Big Show move because that's what she ended up using. And she gets the victory here. And cool. So the Bunny now is pinned Ty Conti, but I thought Ty Conti was going to be who you were pushing to get a title match with Hikaru Shida.
Right.
I'm so confused. Let's see here. BJ said that he would put either the title on Britt Baker, Ty Conti, or Thunder Rosa. Jesus says Red Velvet, Jade, or Thunder Rosa. Thunder Rosa's the consistent right there.
Right, but given her schedule though, I wouldn't put it on her just yet.
Yeah, I mean, I think if anybody deserves it, Thunder Rosa would be, who's not like in AEW.
Right. But Britt also deserves it too, though. I
know. But Britt lost, technically, too. If this is a company based on wins and losses and stuff like that, something's got to give here. Let's get into the card for next week. So we have Jon Moxley and the Young Bucks announced versus Kenny Omega and the Good Brothers. Shit gonna be on. Mm-hmm. We've got the Bunny versus Ty Conti. Okay. All right. Let's see if she can redeem herself. Darby Allin has put an open challenge up, and JD Drake has signed this contract. Now, I know some of you are like, JD Drake, that's the dude from AEW Dark, or who's that guy? I haven't seen him. He's from Evolve. JD Drake is actually a damn good wrestler, and I think he's going to really get to show his shit, because I would like to actually see him get signed to a contract with AEW. I know it may not be a big-time one or anything like that, but I think JD Drake deserves it. He's been around for a long time, and I think that this dude is really, really good. So we'll put it in there. BJ, good reminder. Don't forget, her loss didn't count in the unsanctioned match. It was lights out, so it was not sanctioned technically.
Oh, well, yeah, there you go.
Okay. Six said it was like I was saying, calling yourself Queen of Hardcore is a little much considering what those before you went through. But then again, like I said, a bloody nose made Becky Lynch's career too. She has several times. I said times because you put all those damn exclamation points. Yeah, several times though. She's bled sick. I mean, she got her nose busted, and then she took the spot on the tax. I can't blame Britt Baker. She's just trying to get heat by making fun of Mick Foley and whoever else came before her.
Right.
Who was that crazy lady in Impact back in the day that would get put through barbed wire tables and shit? Daphne. Daphne. Yeah, she was never really properly taken care of, I felt like. Ryan Schmid, what's going on, Ryan? Thank you for joining us tonight. I appreciate you, brother. Like I said, if you guys are enjoying this, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe. Ryan Schmid comes in and says, what are your opinions on 2 group beatdowns in a row tonight? Feels like pacing is all over the place. I think the beatdowns are okay. I love the Inner Circle one. I thought that was the best moment of the night tonight.
Yeah, that definitely was. Yeah, that was the highest point.
That was fun. Like, we were going crazy for that. I thought that was good. Like I said, AEW's pacing seems to be that old school Attitude Era type pacing. What I can't think of what it's called. Crash TV.
Yeah.
Like Jerry Springer. Like, it's just boom, 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 boom. Commercial. Boom, 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 boom. They're trying to cram 10 pounds of shit in a 5-pound bag, basically.
Right.
Is the best way I could put it. Sometimes it's too much. Other times you're like, okay. I see your point, though. Sometimes it's like, dude, you got to slow down on doing all of these things all at once. But I think that they're trying to keep the show exciting. I'm not mad at it. Like I said, the beatdown was the best part, I thought, in my opinion, tonight. Six said, yeah, she was hardcore. And I agree, her career would have been longer had they took better care of her. Agreed. Let's continue here. So we have Moxley and the Bucks versus Kenny Omega and the Good Brothers for next week. The Bunny versus Ty Conti. Darby Allin defends the TNT Championship against JD Drake, who signed an open contract for that match. The official return of the Inner Circle, not counting the bathroom stall, I guess.
Right.
And next week, this is one of the things I love. Playing off of the movie that was released today. Haven't watched it yet. No spoilers. Godzilla and Kong. They're going to have Jurassic Express, Team Dinosaur versus Team Bear, I guess.
What is it? Bear.
I mean, technically Kong isn't a bear, but
well,
you know what I'm saying here. Yeah. Then we get a promo backstage talking about it, and they're going through it, and it's Jungle Boy, Luchasaurus, and Marco Stunt, and they're just kind of talking. They're like, hey, it's mammals. When they're talking about calling them animals and stuff like that. Terrible. And I thought it was funny because he's supposed to, he's the smart one.
I get it.
The dinosaur's the smart one.
I get it.
But Marco, I never noticed. Marco has a tattoo of King Kong on his forearm.
Yeah, left forearm, yeah.
Was it his left? Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, I was pointing to my right. Sorry. His left forearm. And I thought that was pretty cool. And he was kind of embarrassed. They're like, come on, Marco. He's like, guys, I'm sorry. I didn't know.
Right.
I didn't know. This should be a fun match next week. I like Bear Country, and I think that they've been kind of pushing Jurassic Express a little bit more.
Oh, yeah. I think this is going to be a good match. Because what is it, Bear Country?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Bear Country just reminds me of oh God, what was it? What was that old group that was in WWE like years back, like when we were growing up?
What?
Just like the physicality that they have.
Who you talking about? APA?
Nah, sort of like APA, more like let's say APA mixed with the Bushwhackers a little bit. Not wild like the Bushwhackers, but all over the place like the Bushwhackers.
I'll go with this a little bit here. I hated the Bushwhackers as a kid.
So did I. But you know, they're just
something weird about dudes just licking people. So what are you doing?
Licking the dome.
But they're legends though. I think Bear Country's got they've got some business to do here, and I like them. I'm glad they're getting a shot to be on Dynamite. Hold on here. I want to get into Ryan Schmidt said I feel like they should have separated the beatdowns by an hour. Honestly,
I would have taken that. Yeah, that would have been better.
Ace World said finally the feud between Miro and Kip and the Best Friends is over. Never again. Yeah, some people were happy for it. I don't care for the feud. I think one of them is gonna cut a King ain't got shit on me promo. Laugh out loud. King Kong ain't got shit on me. You never know. We were hoping Chris Jericho, when he dumped the champagne on someone's back, yelled, cancel that bitch after some New Jack City. But main event time. We got the Arcade Anarchy, the thumbnail for this video, which I absolutely love. We have Kip Sabian and Miro with Penelope taking on Orange Cassidy and Chuck Taylor. This was something different.
Very different.
So they had the ring surrounded by like games, like carnival games and arcade games and a bunch of just different shit, right? I could not keep up with everything happening because I was sending out links and trying to do all this, so I did my best here. The first thing I have written down is whack-a-mole. Bro, why did they do Kip Sabian like that, where they threw his head through the thing and he had the hammer and he's just hitting him on the head with it? I'm like, dude, dirty.
Told you, bro. Don't like it.
Leave Kip alone. Chuck Taylor jumped off the Mortal Kombat arcade machine.
Chucky T.
See? You're a fan of Chucky.
I like Chuck.
At one point, Miro gets beat down and they like bury him in debris. Like they had the guardrail on him, trash cans, steel chairs. Miro looked like a freaking beast in this match.
Oh, he was all over the place.
If you have any doubts about like, oh, they're not going to use Miro right, they're not going to do him right. No, they're going to do Miro right. Miro looked like a monster. Dude, he threw Orange Cassidy, I would say over 75% across the ring, like from one side to the other. And I was like, bro, they're making this dude look like a monster. Miro looked great in all of this. And Orange Cassidy in this match, I have it written down. I'm not going to say the word, but Orange Cassidy is getting effed up in this match, bro.
Yeah,
he was getting drop kicked, his head through stuff. They were just beating him down.
Tossing him all over the place. Like,
they made him a fighter, though, bro. He kept fighting back each time, and I thought it was very well done how they had them make their comeback.
Right.
And as they're starting to come back, Penelope's getting involved into the match, and Penelope eventually takes off her belt, and it looks like she's going to choke or whip Orange Cassidy with it, and then she goes over by the gaming machine, and from the bottom of the gaming machine pops up Chris Statlander. Moment. Pause. Chris Statlander has always liked Orange Cassidy. They never, like, he doesn't speak, and she kind of wants to interact with him, and they've always had this thing. So she fits with the Best Friends and the alien stuff that they got going on. It's kind of weird, but I loved it when she popped up. I was like, oh, that was a good surprise, because you weren't expecting that to happen. So she pops up, and all of a sudden, we see her and Penelope going at it. And Chris Statlander, actually, I thought she looked great on her return.
Her body was like perfect. Like her body was perfect.
She came back like from strength training. She did everything right. Like she looked good.
Yes.
And she eventually hits like a driver through an air hockey table. Why you mess up? I love air hockey. Why you doing that? Drives Penelope through the table. So Penelope's gone. She's out of this. And then a white van pulls up as we see like Orange and Chuck on like their knees looking like they're like, we got to get out of here. We're getting our ass kicked.
Crawling like babies.
A white van pulls up, and who is it? It's everybody's favorite mom. It's Sue. Sue pulls up, and who pulls up out of the back of the van? the mom's white minivan from soccer practice. It's Trent. Trent shows up and he's back, and he looks like $1 million too.
Yeah.
He takes off the jacket. He's ready. He goes down there and he's ready to fight, and he's helping his friends. And dude, the match ends with Chuck Taylor. I forgot to bring up the Lego part too. Legos got used in the match.
Yeah.
Out of the bear. That's like the thumbtack spot, but with Legos.
I don't know which one would hurt more. Legos hurt walking up in the morning.
You know what? I've stepped on Legos. I don't know what it's like to have a thumbtack in your body, so I don't want to even find out. But
That's bad, but
dude, we see Chuck do like, I don't think it was the awful waffle fully, but he hits like a power slam off of the ramp through a bunch of tables. Kip Sabian's barely pinned, but it's over. 1, 2, 3. Kip loses this match for his team, and the best friends get the victory. I thought it was really cool. And we had Orange's new music debut. I thought the music really worked by the Pixies.
It's going to have to grow on me a little bit.
I get that for you. Just like the New Japan World title. I got that in there. Right. So the music works though for me. Like once I saw it on, I think it was Dark Elevation. I can't remember which show I was watching the other day. I was kind of speeding through all of them. I heard him use the music and I was like, oh, this works for his entrance. Like I see why Tony Khan picked this music. It fits him. The laziness, the attitude and everything with him. Love it. Derek waited for his favorite spot in all of this. The best friends are reunited, and we see Orange, with the beat down. Chucky's taking the beat down. Trent, and they just hug. Derek gets his zoom out. He thought it was great, but then Chris Statlander gets on the rope. She's like, "What about me, guys?"
Another zoom out.
Another one. So 2 for the price of 1, Derek.
Exactly. I was living good.
Right. I thought it was great. Let me go real quick in here. I agree. I could give 2 shits and a handshake about this rivalry, Six said. Well, it's over now. And I think this rivalry, I'm sorry to say this, Derek, Kip Sabian is going to get the shit beat out of him by Miro. I hope you guys know this. This is coming.
I'm okay with it.
Of course you are. So there's going to be a beatdown from all of this. Let me see here. I love the callback to Y2J smashing HBK's Jeratron head during the Inner Circle beatdown. Ryan, good wrestling knowledge right there. I love it. Six said that Chuck Taylor had one of the best finishers in AEW. That awful waffle is pretty dope. Best friends always deliver in these types of matches, BJ said. The parking lot brawl was a great one. Rob was talking about that with us right before this. I can totally agree with that. Now put Miro back on his singles run. Yeah. I'm with you, Ace, but remember, you can't push everybody at the same time. We've heard people saying, oh, I want Orange pushed. I want Miro pushed. I want Scorpio Sky pushed. Ethan Page. There's only so many spots.
Right.
So we got to take our time with some of these guys. That's fine. Is SU still a member of the Dark Order? I don't know who SU is, and I can't figure it out. If it's Stu, yes, Stu Grayson still is, but I'm not sure who you mean, Ryan. Jesus said this was match of the night. I think I can give this match of the night. I'll give this match of the night for the hype built around it and how well they pulled everything off. But moment of the night, Jericho.
Moment of the night, Jericho. Match of the night, Christian Cage and Frankie Kazarian.
So you're going with the opener as the best match?
Yeah.
Biased. Edgehead over here. Edge lover. We'll see. I think I'll be interested when we do the WrestleMania discussions if you think that we'll end up getting a new champion.
I can't be more than ready for that.
We'll see what happens. But we kept you guys a little bit over time. Oh, Sue, Trent's mom, it's a BTE joke. Thank you. Yeah, sorry, I didn't see the E on it, so that messed me up. Yeah, Sue, maybe Sue's still a member of the Dark Order. You know, Brody Lee wanted her in there badly.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I love with Silver, and it was this motherfucker doesn't want to eat your food, Sue. And she throws the papers at him. She's like, "You sell for Sue." Right. Just funny. I love Sue. I think Sue also made this angle work very well.
Yeah. I think if it wasn't for her, the angle wouldn't.
Who would have thought somebody's mom driving them in a minivan to the ring would get such a pop?
It's Sue.
And what we're doing right now is laughing, and that's one of the most important things when it comes to wrestling.
Right.
We got a lot of good things coming up, guys. If you guys haven't, we had the virtual basement reveal. Check it out with Enzo Amore. Also, we have a WrestleMania preview. I'm going to try and do some type of preview, whether it's just me and one guest, maybe me and a couple guests. We're going to try and get a WrestleMania preview going. We'll have that for you, I'm hoping, next week, Tuesday. So hopefully they don't change anything on the card by SmackDown. The plan is for me and Rob to, and I think Derek, if you're going to be here, we'll try to do WrestleMania reviews both nights. I don't know if we're going to do 2 or 1. We'll discuss that next week probably. But we'll try to do a WrestleMania review for you guys as well. I know you guys have been wanting some WWE content. I've had some people message me like, hey, you going to do other stuff too? Absolutely. We're everything pro wrestling, so we're going to try and do that. Ryan Schmidt said Kaz and Christian had best match of the night. He's with you. Not mad. But I appreciate everybody who takes time out to listen to the podcast every week. Do me a favor, guys. Be safe this week. Have some fun. I hope you guys are all enjoying the WrestleMania build-up and all the wrestling we've been getting. Wrestling's on every day of the week. NXT's moving to Tuesdays. We've got lots of stuff happening. The Dynamite live streams right now, I'm planning on doing them. That doesn't even sound like English. I plan on doing them still, but I want you guys to still be in here, having fun, doing your thing. Like I said, WrestleMania preview should be coming up next for you guys, and then we'll have Dynamite review next week. Thank you for joining us. For myself, my co-host Derek, we are out. Thank you for joining us. Peace.